Shalom Akim, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of great millstones. Salute to the sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect. All right? Yeah, you got the Genius Act, okay, which is showing you that things are going another step closer to the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, which we're going to get into that in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter. All right? Well, the Genius Act was signed into effect, I believe it was last week. Is it last week or the week before last? All right, during this month, while everybody was focused on the Epstein fiasco, right? You got Donald Trump, whether he's involved in the Epstein files or part of the Epstein files or not. You know, you got his MAGA was once supporters at MAGA turning against him, and it's all you heard being covered on the mainstream media. All right. And while you were asleep, Congress legislation was signing the Genius Act into effect, all right, which is basically the the regulator framework for stable coins, which is all the digital currency, which stable coins are supposed to be backed by some type of commodity, mainly the national currency, which is fiat currency. How you gonna back stable coins by something that's of no value, that's worth nothing anyway, like the national currency, right, or fiat currency? Okay, so this is all a setup to draw the world into a more digital currency, which is going to wind up leading to the mark of the beast, the MOTB. All right, so you're basically centralizing, making a central bank out of cryptocurrency. Okay, it's pretty much what's taking place. All right, and it's all signed into effect, and these are just the steps closer to the fulfillment of the prophecy of the mark of the beast. All right, because when you look at cash currency, fiat currency, paper dollars or whatever, that's pretty much played out, obsolete. Yeah, you might have a couple of stupid, silly Negroes, Latinos on Instagram, social media, right, who's still impressed by these rappers in the music industry, holding big wads of money up to the side of their ear, and or going to the strip club and making it rain, because you got these whores of our nation, okay, who don't know no better, all right, chasing the dollar, chasing the vanity of this world, and they don't have a goddamn clue of where things are headed. All right, I seen a friend of mine's that I knew for a long time. I bumped into him in the streets early in the morning, still hustling, man, peddling heroin. All right, and I had to ask myself, I said, damn, these niggas out here still selling drugs like that, like, they still getting them dirty, crinkled, filthy, half-ripped fucking dollars from these dope fiends. I said, what the hell are they doing with that money, man? Stains and shit all over the money. I was like, what the hell are they doing with that money, man? How do they clean that money? Okay, because when it comes to paper dollars, people are rarely spending that, man. So that was just kind of like on my mind, and I was just like, wow, man. Through the process of gradualism, the MOTB is about to come into full effect. All right. So what is the mark of the beast exactly? It's the RFID microchip. Okay, which is a form of a physical form of digital currency that's going to be implanted into the people. All right, and I'm sure Congress can't wait to put that into effect to the point where it's mandated. So I'm gonna go right into it. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, so people from all walks of life, whether you're small, insignificant in this society, or whether you have some type of great significance in this society, all right, poor and free, the beggars, Okay, the people that the common folk who work 9-to-5 jobs every day. All right, and the CEOs of the companies that hire the people that work, which they're free. When you work 9-to-5, you're on somebody else's time, so you pretty much are not free during those hours. But the person that you're working for, he's free to do whatever the hell he wants. He can run his company from St. Tropez on the beach somewhere, man. While the rest of you jakes in the ghetto are waking up early in the morning to go make the CEO of the company that you're working for some money. All right, and that's just so you can provide for yourself and your family, put a roof over your head, put clothes on your back, and eat food. Okay, so poor and free. It says rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that mark is charagma, right from the Greek word charagma, okay, which is something that's going to be implanted. All right, something that's going to cause an incision in your skin and implant it into your skin. Okay, now we've seen plenty of videos. There's videos out there, all right, where you see people actually getting this microchip that's about the size of a grain of rice, all right, shot into their hands with the hypodermic looking type needle. Okay, and that microchip is a radio frequency that holds a lot of information, a lot of personal information, all right, such as your financials, your financial account, all right, or your banking information, your medical information, your medical files is on there as well, all right, credit history, a number of things that pertain to each person. Okay, all right, so that's the charagma, or the mark. It says in their right hand or in their foreheads, because also you have Neuralink. Okay, and I don't know how many of you guys seen the video with TED Talks where they was discussing Neuralinks and showing you all of the miraculous things that it can do. The way they was promoting it. They was promoting it like it's the like it can perform more miracles than whom you people call Jesus Christ, who we know to be Yahweh Shah, the Son of the Most High in the Holy Bible. All right, and that's his true name in the Hebrew. Okay, and of his miracles, making lame men able to walk again, giving sight to the blind, and hearing to the deaf. All right, and allowing the dumb to be able to speak. Okay, so through the Neuralink, which is a brain chip, these things seem to be quite possible. All right, but that's all Esau's magic. Remember, back when Moses and Pharaoh was going at it, the Lord was dealing with Moses. Pharaoh was also he had knowledge on the left hand side. Okay, he had his magicians and his witches and his warlocks. All right, perform certain miracles as well. Okay, but they couldn't outdo the miracles of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, because when you read Exodus, Moses defeated Pharaoh. All right, so the so-called white man is the modern day Pharaoh, the elites of the society. And this mark, the Neuralink, you got Elon Musk, okay, the RFID microchip. This is all a part of the so-called white man's magic as the modern day Pharaoh in Egypt, okay, which America's modern day Egypt. But verse 17, it reads on to say, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so that no man might buy or sell, because this is going to become the new global finance. All right, like the American dollar is supposed to be, it's supposed to be accepted globally. All right, well, the new global currency that they plan on making is what? It's RFID microchip. Okay, and through cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, different stable coins or what have you. Okay, they're bringing it another step closer and further to getting rid of physical money as far as cold cash goes. Okay, that's becoming obsolete. Even the debit cards and such, everything is done now through through technology, smartphones, you know, computers. All right. So, you know, with this RFID microchip, with just a wave of a hand, okay, that can open you up to a world full of possibilities in the so-called white society. All right, and especially when it comes to purchasing things, we know how many people in America love to consume. Okay, you know, so the purchasing power is going to be in that RFID microchip if you let the so-called white man have his way with this new world order. All right, it says, here is wisdom, that him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, so mind you, it says it is the number of a man. Okay, so the devil is a man. All right, and the devil is the white man. Okay, now the average Joe Cracker doesn't know that he's the devil, but the elites, the ones who run this society, okay, they understand very well who they are according to the Holy Bible. They know that they're Satan. They know that they're the devil. Okay, all right, and it says his number is 603, which is 666. All right, and when you look at the universal product code on any item purchased in America, the barcode or the universal product code, the two numbers on the end is a 6 and the one number in the middle is a 6. All right, the bar line, okay, which is these two very thin lines that are on the outside, the outside lines on the barcode, one in the one on the left, one on the right, and then you have one straight down in the middle. All right, those numbers are 666, showing you, and it's not coincidental. All right, this is all done purposely because the so-called white man knows that he is the devil and Satan. All right, so I'm not going to make this video long. I just want to end it on that note. Say Shalom Wabarakim to you brothers out there, you know, and to anybody who stumbles upon this video and you're listening, hear it out and be aware of false prophets and false teachers who denies the RFID microchip as being the mark of the beast spoken of in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter. Because you got plenty of guys out there that's trying to teach the contrary, okay, when it's so obvious, man. All right, so once again, Shalom Wabarakim, Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.